Hello everyone, this is KRT, Kino Restorative Tarot, and today our pick a card reading is about what do they see in me? What do they think of me? How do they feel about me? So what is it that they feel? How do they feel about us? So this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, this is pile number 3, and then we'll jump right into it. Okay, pile number 1, we got the King of Swords in the reverse, the Tower, and then the Queen of Cups upright. We got the Ace of Wands upright, and then this is Ace of Swords and the Hermit in the reverse position. So whoever this person is, I am feeling that this is like a masculine guy. If it's a woman, it's a very masculine woman, and I feel like you gave them the shock of their lives. I feel like this person relies on their logic and intellect a lot. To be honest, the King of Swords, especially in the reverse position, a lot of times I get that for doctors or for engineers, so I don't know if the person that you're thinking about works in tech or work in medical, but they really do rely on their intelligence a lot. They're actually not used to feeling the way that they feel towards you, because I there's just a lot of passion, and I think it caught them very off guard. This person is also not that good with communicating how they feel, but they do feel like that they are getting better with communication, or they can learn a lot from you to use emotional language, because you're coming up as the Queen of Cups. You're coming up as someone, usually it's the Queen of Cups for me, is that it's someone that they will tell their secrets to, when this person is not used to telling other people their secrets or how they feel. They come to you for emotional support a lot. The way that you two have met could have been like very unconventional for some of you. I feel like this person was going through something and then they met you. You may not even be aware of that until maybe much later. Because this person, they're going through like a reorganization, but in a good way. I also feel like this person is a bit of a homebody, and because this person is not good with communication, I actually don't see them contacting you very often. So you might have like a easier chance or a better chance if you message them first. So this person is very attracted to you, like very physically attracted to you, and because of that, it's actually they're less likely to talk to you, because I don't think this person is used to kind of being that attracted to someone. So you're like a first in a long time, or first ever, but for a lot of you, I feel like this is the first of a long time. For some of you, this person could also be older than you. Actually, for a lot of you, I think this person could be older than you. And I feel like for small amounts of you, this person could even be like a mentor figure of sorts. I don't see that for a lot of you if you guys are working together, so I don't know if this is someone from work. Let me get more cards. So if this person is from school, say for example if you're a student, I don't see them making a move towards you until after graduation, or until after you leave the workplace. Because this person is very concerned about public perception. They're very, almost like a little bit anxious about how people would judge them. For some of you, this person might have came from a very religious background. So since childhood, they were very aware of how judgmental people could be. For a lot of you, I feel like it's very difficult for this person to change the way that they see the world. Because they see the world, I want to say very realistically, but the energy I'm getting is this person is a bit of a pessimist, so they might not see the light and the goodness of the world immediately, and it would take a long time for you to convince this person that they are good people in this world. For some reason, I'm getting like this intuitive message that this person might have had a very difficult relationship with their dad. Like their dad was not very emotionally supportive of this person. The dad taught them a lot. Actually, I think they're very similar to their dad in a lot of ways. They're just very cut off from their emotions. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this person makes snap judgments quite often. But that's because they rely on their intellect to analyze the world. When I say snap judgment, I really mean that they try to analyze everything around them, because this person really relies on their logic and not their heart, which is kind of like the opposite of you. You're very intuitive. You rely on your heart. And that's actually something that this person really like about you. It's like you balance them out a lot of times. I'm not gonna lie, I keep on getting the message that this person is not going to really get into a relationship with you until some sort of graduation or a change of job or a change of something, because they're doing something that is not completed yet. So I feel like a lot of their attention are actually dedicated to this job or project that they're doing. For some of you, I actually did get the message that you might have worked with this person, or this person is somewhere in your field. For so because I got the the justice card, and the judgment. I'm not gonna lie, for some of you, this person could be either a police officer or a lawyer, because these people really rely on their analytical capacities. Or like for some of you, it could even be a judge. I've had someone who told me that the person that they were reading for was from a judge. So this person, that would make a lot of sense. But either way, it's someone that has to make a lot of decisions and judgments, and also in a position of power. And I see them making, actually, like, they're not financially stuck or anything. I feel like they have the capacity to create a lot of abundance for themselves. The downside is that they might be a little bit frugal or stingy, so they don't really like to spend money. They they enjoy making money, but a lot of times they don't enjoy spending money. Or like sometimes you see them saving for a long time and then go splurge on a vacation or a new car or something. That's like how I see them spending their money. This person, again, is very stubborn. They're very like, they have a very strong sense of justice. But the way that it's coming up is like they're a little bit stubborn. It's very difficult for them to listen to someone else's advice. And when you communicate with this person, it might be more beneficial for you to be softer and not like use logic for I heard to not use logic against them, because whenever I feel like when you communicate with them and you're being logical, I mean, you, the viewer, right? If you're being logical, they're gonna see it as like that you're against them. But if you follow your heart, you try the more softer approach, they're going to be much more receptive towards you. So, for like a new relationship, I feel like this person doesn't enjoy the travel that they have to go through for them to see you in person. This person much more enjoy talking to you on the phone or text messaging you. The reason why I'm saying that they enjoy messaging you is because because this person is not really good with like words. I mean, within the context of a relationship, they're not the type of person to give you like words of affirmation. So their love language is not words of affirmation. They're more likely to like, they're less likely to make mistakes if they type to you, if that makes sense. Or at the very least, that's what the person thinks, that they will have more time to think about what they want to say to you if it's through text messages. I feel like this person is planning. I feel like this person is like planning to buy you a present of some sort, or like scheduling. Okay, so what I see is that they're either scheduling for a restaurant or scheduling to take you on a vacation, or they want to approach you so you guys can go somewhere. But I feel like if this person were to just see you to hang out at your home, they don't enjoy the commute. I'm not gonna lie, this person feels like a homebody. You know what I mean? It might be more probable for you to visit them at their home. This person is not the type of person that enjoys going out, but this person like enjoys planning. So if you were to invite them out, you'll have to take care of everything, because they're very organized. they like it when there's a plan, and also they're constantly evaluating you. I know that might that might not be something that you want to hear. Oh my god, this person is evaluating me. Are they judging you? They judge everyone. But I do have to say though that your presence is almost like a shock to their system, if that makes sense, because the way that they feel about you makes them feel very out of control. And sometimes for them to overcompensate, they would want to like take a step back from you or not talk to you as much, because this guy doesn't, or this guy or girl, this person does not enjoy feeling out of control. So I'm not gonna lie, I actually see this person being really into you. You might not like know that because they might not be very open to you, at least in the very beginning. I feel like this person's receptive love language is actually words of affirmation. So you really have to compliment this person and verbally reassure them, because I feel like this person had a really bad experience in the past where they were abandoned, and so they kind of really stopped themselves from like really falling in love with people or like be the first one to communicate. To be honest, that feels like a bit of their shadow side, is this fear of abandonment. But this person is very much afraid of being abandoned. So when you're communicating with this person, you might really need to be more proactive. But once you get to know this person, they're actually very expressive with their love language, because they like to give words of affirmation as a love language to give to another person. They like to receive words of affirmation, and they like to give words of affirmation. To be honest, I feel like this person is actually a secret romantic. You know what I mean? I feel like that, like, this is the type of person that would write love letters to someone. In fact, I definitely feel like that's what they've done in the past, but it's this fear of abandonment that is preventing them from fully expressing themselves towards you. But I think once you guys get through that awkward phase of like first, second, third date, you will see how this person, he's actually, or they are actually very communicative. For my man, woman, and non-binary or trans folks out there, they are actually surprisingly very communicative once you get to know them. Anyway, so that's pile number one. If you'd like to give me a comment or give me a like or subscribe, that'd be great. Also taking in private bookings if that's what you're interested in. All right, pile number one. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, pile number two. This is about how do they feel about you, what do they think of you, how do they see you. So before I begin, I really need to say that for some of you, this could be like a no contact or like a previous relationship. So if you don't want a relationship, a reading about your old relationship, then you can pick another pile. I have other videos as well. I'm gonna try to read it as like a previous relationship and also a new relationship. Anyway, so I feel like for some of you, you guys might have blocked this person. Like they see you as someone that like they try to contact you a lot, but I don't see you guys responding to this person. If not, then this new person, I feel like they're not over their ex yet. I feel like their ex might have said something very hurtful to them, and they cut really deep. For some of you, it might be an emotionally unavailable person. To be honest, for some of you, they might have actually had a child with their ex girlfriend, ex-wife, or whatnot, and I actually feel like that if that's the case, right? If they had a child with their ex, I actually feel like that they're a really good dad, but their ex-girlfriend or wife, like baby mama, are actually trying to turn the child against them. So that's a very specific message for some of you. I feel like this person really struggles with scarcity mentality. So they might worry about finances quite often, and they feel like they do not make enough money to support the people around them. This is like, actually, surprisingly, I feel like this person is in a position of power, so a manager. of sorts, but I think if they do have a child with their baby mama, this is a person that spends a lot of money on their children, and they're very frugal in a good way. Mostly because they need to support their child. Like, guys, I'm sorry. I feel like this is a very specific message. My goodness. And to be honest, I feel like this person has the capacity to make a lot of money, but because they have a lot of different responsibilities, they constantly feel like they don't have enough money, or they don't have the capacity to make more money, even though in reality, I actually do think that this person make quite a lot. This person is him, her, they also enjoy the finer things in life. So this is the type of person that you see them like wearing a lot of designer clothing, the designer stuff, because they have very expensive tastes. That I have to give you that much. If it's not that, then they're really in a position of power. I also feel like this person is a little bit petty. Oh my god, what kind of specific message is this? If that's not the case, then they are actually in a legal battle with their baby mama. Because I don't like first. I honestly feel like this person is like a father figure or like a parental figure for some reason. I know that it's a very specific message, but I like my that's what my intuition and that's what my guides are saying. I also feel like this person like really want a peaceful life because they're already in a lot of conflicts with their baby mama, with their ex. If this is an ex of yours, I feel like this person still talk to other people about you. Like maybe they might not like specifically name you as name your name, but they like okay, so this is what I hear. Like, oh yeah, you know, my ex broke my heart. My ex was such a bitch, like that type of thing. That's how they would bring you up. If this is a new relationship, I feel like this person, it's like kind of like part number one is a homebody. Even though, like, if okay, so this is what it is. This person has the potential to be the life of the party, but they go through phases of quietness. And currently, right now, or whenever you see this message, they're going through like a quiet phase. This person also does not like to spend a lot of money on drinks or partying, even though I feel like this person in the past might have been a partier, but because of whatever, like not consequences, whatever responsibilities that they have to pay, they feel like, okay, I'm not going to waste money on liquor. I'm not going to waste money on going out. Like, that's literally what I hear. This person, I feel like if this person is chasing after you, I don't see them giving up. This is like the type of energy where you tell them, yeah, I'm not looking for anything serious right now. And they will tell you, yeah, okay, fine. I understand, but they will keep on chasing you. So I'm getting like that type of energy. I also feel like this person is very tenacious. They don't give up. And they are not thinking about giving up on you, actually. I see them having, like, genuinely, right? This is not some playboy energy. This person might have been an F-boy in the past or might have been a playboy in the past, but I feel like they're not in that. They're no longer in that phase anymore. The way that they feel about you, it's actually very genuine. I believe that. I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like for some of you, you guys might have already rejected this person, or you might have already broken their heart. Cause I'm like getting that, like they're not giving up on you. They're not. For some of you, it could be someone from work or someone working in your field. But for a lot of you, I feel like they're telling other people about you, if that makes sense. On a side note, this is like a personal message to some of you. I feel like some of you are like really like you're very pessimistic about love and relationships, actually. I feel like you guys have been hurt, like you as in you the viewer and the court. I feel like you are no longer optimistic about love because you've been hurt, and a lot of you are actually focused on your finances and spending quality time with your friends. So that's like a side message. They're saying that it's a good thing that you know, you don't always have to focus on a loving relationship or whatnot. And yeah, see, we got the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you guys have a very abundant period coming up in your life. For some of you, it's like an opportunity to create generational wealth, so wealth that will last after, you know, like you pass away. So for some of you, it could be in the stock market, but I think for some of you, this is absolutely like a business idea, or like opening up a new business. So that's like a side note to this reading of how they feel about you. They like how motherly you are, and they like how motherly you are. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, whoever this person is, they're kind of staying in the friend zone. I feel like you friend zoned them a little bit ago. So I mean, it could be an ex, and then you friend zoned them, or you just blocked them. But for some of you, I feel like this person is actively chasing after you. If not, they will actively chase after you if this is like an upcoming relationship. And they actually they know that they have a lot of competition, or they see you as someone who is very high valued, and therefore they think that, oh man, I have a lot of competition. I would really like to fight for this relationship, because for this person they need to, I mean, maybe this is a shadow side of this person, but they feel like they need to conquer. They need to conquer career. They need to conquer like romantic relationships. They need to have a carrot that they chase after, so they feel good about themselves. Like, oh yeah, I've made it. I've conquered this person. I've gotten their heart, so that they feel that this relationship is worthy. So I mean, to me, that makes no sense, because that's not, you know, that's not. I'm not that type of person, but you know, for some people, they love being chased after, and for some people they love, like, quote unquote, conquer other people. And I'm not gonna lie, if this is a newer relationship, or you're not in a relationship, I feel this person slowly but steadily chase after you. Does that make sense? Like, I don't see, like, there are so many different indicators that this person is not going to give up chasing after you, even if you tell them no. Does that make sense? Or like, this could be an ex. If this is an ex partner, then like that energy is low-key annoying. Like, stop chasing after me. But I think for a lot of you, this is just a person with a broken heart, who could be a parental figure, who could be in like a custody battle with one of their exes. But what I see more likely is that this person is not gonna, like, they're not gonna give up on chasing after you. It feels like, I'm not gonna take no for an answer. That's what I hear. I mean, some of you are kind of into that. For me, I'm like, consent. Like I told you, no is enough. But I do get the allure though, like, because this is like what energetically what this person is doing is, I'm choosing you over and over again. And you know, maybe some of you eventually will be with this person, because actually I think a lot of you will actually end up with this person, because this person and you guys are like mirrors. They are not over, they have a heart broken, their heart was broken and has not healed yet. You are very pessimistic about love, and so you don't like believe in those fairy tale love anymore, and that's why the universe is sending you someone who's very tenacious. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times the God or the universe works that way. Anyway, so this is part number 2. Thank you. This is Kino KRT, Kino Restorative Tarot. If you're interested in a private reading, all my links are down below. If you could give me a like, subscribe, or a comment, that would be great. Did this resonate with you? I want to know. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Hello everyone, this is Kino KRT, Kino Restorative Tarot, and this is for pile number 3 if you pick this pile. So, I'm not gonna lie, whoever this person is, I feel like they're struggling with their mental health right now. I feel like this person is actually quite intuitive. This is like a very intuitive person, but they can't hear their intuition because they're just very low energy. There's a lot of fear involved. This is a very anxious person. Part number 3, like, I'm not making this up. I'm just reading what the cards are saying and what my guides are telling me. If this is not the type of person that you want to be around with, you can like click to another pile or click to another video. I've got a lot of videos. So yeah, I feel like this person is struggling a little bit. I don't think that they are emotionally unavailable. If anything, I feel like they're too in their emotions. For some of you guys, this person's mental health might be impacting their work. Actually, I feel like this is the type of person that could look for sick days, or like they could call in sick because of their mental health. One way of this person to make themselves feel better, they do have very supportive friends. So I see them like really enjoying eating out. They really like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest, this feels like a person who is overworked, number one. Number two, a little bit depressed, and the way that they're going to solve, or the way that they're trying to solve their depression is through like a relationship. A little bit codependent. Or if this sounds like you, my viewers, I'm sorry for calling you out, but I think for a lot of you, this like is the other person, or you guys it could be a mirroring situation. But like, I don't think this guy is a bad guy, or this person is a bad person. This non-binary folk is not a bad person. If anything, I feel like this is like, they have a lot of compassion in their hearts. They're actually extremely empathetic. I just think that at this moment they're a little bit overwhelmed with their emotions. But if when they're not, when their mental health is at a better place, this person is actually a very supportive friend. I see them as someone who's very independent. I know that before I was saying, yeah, they're a little bit codependent because the way that they make themselves feel better is to look for a new relationship. I think like that's temporary, if that makes sense. Because I feel that like this person in their natural habitat is actually a very independent, a self-starter, and they actually like, they're more likely to support other people, if that makes sense. This person also, like, they look up to you a lot. I feel like a lot of you guys actually know about this person. This could be a secret admirer. I'm not gonna lie, it could be a secret admirer, and they look up to you because you're very driven, you're very independent, and so you have this person in the background who's feeling a little bit depressed, and then they see you. It's like, oh wow, a shining example, that type of thing. I don't think that they're putting you on a pedestal. I don't think that's what's happening. But they do look up to you, because I think that the qualities that they admire admire you for is actually qualities that you do have. You're like a self-starter, like you have very firm and clear boundaries. Like when you know when to walk away, you're going to walk away. And that's something that they actually respect you a lot for. For a lot of you, you might like the person, you might not even be able to know that this person is a little bit depressed or whatnot, because they're really good at hiding it. They're really good at pretending like they're in control. And to be honest, I think that this person is in, like, their life is not out of control. Their life is actually very well organized for the most part. It's just that like this person, I mean, I'm not saying that like they don't have a job. Actually, I think they're really busy with their job, and because it's too busy and they're struggling with mental health, it's very overwhelming. But this is the type of person that would not let the cracks show. Like the world will never know that how sad this person is deep down inside, or how much they're struggling, because they're really good at hiding it. I'm not gonna lie, like you might not even be able to tell that they're going through something. I also feel like for a lot of you, unknowingly, you might have actually became like an emotional support for this guy or this girl or this non-binary trans person. We're trying to be gender inclusive here. I think that they really love how emotionally responsive you are, because I feel like you as a person is actually really intuitive. They're intuitive too, but the difference is that their intuition is covered by their fears and anxiety, if that makes sense. I'm not gonna lie, for a lot of you, I feel like you guys take care of this person somehow. I don't know if it's like, for me, I see food. Like, food giving is like acts of service. That's your love language, right? Acts of service is actually your love language. So you do that to for this person. If it's like a newer connection, I see you guys having dinner and just having a meal together. If this person is not yet in your life, then I see this like you guys giving to each other. This is like, this person is actually really giving. I'm not gonna lie, this person, like they're despite all the mental health struggles, right? I actually think this person is a solid one. They're very responsible. They have a steady job. They're actually quite busy. So sometimes they don't take care of themselves very well. They admire you. They see you as someone who's emotionally supportive and also have really firm boundaries. And they don't put you on a pedestal because of the connotation, right? But they, like, who they see you as is actually who you are. So this person very accurately perceives you in a positive light, which is really good. I also feel like for a lot of you, you have like solid incomes, you have steady incomes. So you don't, like, I don't think that you have to financially take care of this person. If anything, I feel like this person's ego and pride wants them to take care of you, if that makes sense. When I say ego and pride, I don't mean it in a negative way. I feel like there's something, like, the way that this person sees relationship is somewhat traditional. They actually want to be a provider. I'm not gonna lie, like, this is like a good provider. They have the means to provide for you. And this is like the type of person that will spoil you, because I'm not gonna lie, this person really puts you on a pedestal. So for those of you who are concerned about the authenticity of this person, don't worry. This person, like, I don't know if you guys are afraid of F boys, but this person is not a F boy. This person is actually like a very solid traditional person. Um, I mean, yeah, sure, maybe they might have had like a phase where they were a F boy or F girl, but that's no longer the case. They're very grounded, they're very steady, they're very sturdy, and they're very traditional. Like, I cannot emphasize the fact that this person wants to financially be able to take care of you, if that makes sense. I mean, like, like, we can talk, because like we got the emperor right here, right? And a lot of times we can't even say the word masculinity without using the word toxic in front of that. And I don't really agree with that. I think there are some good traditional values that are feasible. I think, it's not unrealistic for us to want a provider, and it's not unrealistic for people to want to be a provider. I'm in their energy. I'm like, so that's why, because usually I'm pretty, like, I love feminism and I believe in equal give and take, but when I am in this person's energy, I feel very traditional. I cannot emphasize that enough. So how do they feel about you, my guides? Oh, they want to take you out. They actually, like, this is the type of person who wants to, like, travel the world with you, spoil you with a lot of gifts. Um, that's very interesting, because I kind of feel like pile number one was, like, they're very different people. Pile number three and pile number one are very different people, but like not pile number two and pile number three are very different people. But they really like to buy gifts. This person, okay, so this is the type of person that wants to look for a marriage at this point. They're ready for marriage. They want a marriage. They want, like, when I say I want a family, I don't mean that they want to get you preggo right away, or like, they want to get preggo right away. I just think that this person is at a phase of their lives where they're thinking about what their legacy in this world is, let it be financially, or if they create their own business. This is a very hardworking person. And to be honest, the way that they manage their anxiety is to throw themselves at work. So this is a workaholic person. When they're working, they're feeling good. They're just really busy. I feel like because they're so capable, they take on a lot of responsibilities, and their boss or manager keeps on giving them more responsibility, and this person can take it. They're like, I'm not gonna lie, it just feels like that this person is a bit mentally overwhelmed, especially when they struggle with depression. But overall, I feel like this is a good person. I think out of all three piles, pile number three, you guys, like, this is the pile that I like the most. You know, maybe you like pile number one, maybe you like pile number two, but I like pile number three the most because I'm a Capricorn. I am a Capricorn. I thoroughly enjoy a King of Pentacles type of person. All right. Anyway, that's it for pile number three. My name is KinoKRT. Kino Restorative Tarot. If you would give me a like, a comment, a subscribe, that'd be great. I'm really trying to grow this channel. And if you like a private reading, it's down below. Everything, links, my other social handles are down below. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!